Solstice is the king of Solana, and there is a huge opportunity out there to farm the probably best airdrops that we might get in the next few months. This is the video where you will learn how it works, how to maximize your earnings there, and how to earn as much point as possible in order to farm the airdrop that might change your life. Solstice basically is a stablecoin platform. They created USX, a stablecoin in Solana, but they also have the option to stake that USX and get certain yield. In this case, the current APY is 3%, which is really low actually, as they are doing delta neutral strategies, and usually other delta neutral strategies, stablecoins, get better performance. Like Athena, it's average 5 to 6% so far. Berina right now in Solana as well, it's getting like 12, 13%. Actually, no one is farming and using Solstice because of its APY, because of the potential airdrop that we can get. They promise that they will airdrop in December, so might be a good chance to rotate some of their profit and their money to Solstice and maximize the earnings there with a potential airdrop before the bear market comes. So, as I was saying, there are a few things to talk about. First of all, this deal is low. As I was saying, they started with the highest APY. I think it has been getting the yield based on the more deposit that they have been getting. But I actually expect this APY to go higher. So maybe in the future we can see EUSX with maybe 7%, 8%, which is pretty decent. And actually it will make more sense to hold EUSX, which is basically the state version of USX, the stablecoin. Wait a second, because I need to tell you about Lince. Lince is your DeFi advisor that will make you forget all those hours researching, checking protocols, optimizing positions, etc., because it handles it all for you without any hassle. You just need to go to app.lince.finance, select the strategy that fits your risk profile, deposit there, and enjoy the yields. It will handle all for you. It will diversify your positions, allocate the money to different protocols, and keep rebalancing and optimizing the positions in order to make you earn as much as possible. They have here this section where they talk about the different opportunities in DeFi where you can farm points. I mean, you can earn flares just by holding the tokens, etc. But actually, to get the best upside on this airdrop, you need to do some of these things. I will make my personal recommendations with 3 potential things I will be doing, because if not, it doesn't make a lot of sense actually. So we have the option of gel trading, which is basically fixed yield in exponent. We have 3 different options. You can see the different multiplier based on what we're doing. I would then recommend farm this variable yield because you can get 17% APY just if you get it done well with the leverage. It maximizes the flare, so if you want to go full risk for the airdrop, it makes sense. But actually, I mean, you can get basically 17% on a stablecoin. The thing is, you won't get a multiplier. So if you are just seeking the yield itself, I will use this fixed deal because it's a 17% on a stablecoin. It's crazy. The only thing is that you need to hold it until maturity to make it optimal. But this is a really, really good option for deals. But actually, to maximize the upside, I will try to use this. In this case, you get APY by providing liquidity on exponent so other people can trade the fixed deal and the variable yield. If we open it, let me show you. So basically here you can provide the liquidity so other people can farm the fixed deal. You get 10x flares, the points of Solstice. The APY is 32% based on the boost and the trading fees, okay? So it's like a no-brainer actually. If you're interested in Solstice, you need to come here and supply EUSX. For me, it's my favorite option right now to make this. Then we have also the option to earn flares by supplying USX on lending or borrowing USX on Camino. Camino is so solid, as you know. So this is pretty interesting. Actually, what I like the most is this supply USX. In this case, you can be getting 13% APY by basically supplying USX. It's because of the rewards for sure, because actually the lending APY is just 5%. For a stablecoin, it's okay, but I will do just USDC if I was getting 5% APY. But you get an incentive of USX for a total 7% right now as of the rewards and the total value lock of this bot. But the most important thing, you get the multiplier on flares. You have some other options by borrowing and by supplying USX, but I prefer this one because here you get 3% APY and only 1x on flares. Here you are getting 13% APY and 5x flares. This is really interesting. I still prefer to make, in this case, the probability exponent, but if you feel more comfy in Camino, this is your place to lend USX. And then we can also provide the liquidity of any of the Solstice tokens in Orca and Radium. They have pretty nice incentives, actually, as you can see, the next. Here we have the next. It's pretty decent, but the ATYs are much lower, so I'm not sure if it actually makes sense. For me, I wouldn't do this, but if I need to choose something, I would just go to Radium because it has a bit more APY. This APY can go high a bit if the volume of USX goes high because the TVL does and all this shit. But under my opinion, I will just keep it on Camino and Exponent and maximize my flares. One important thing here is that, as you know, USX is just a stable coin. It doesn't grow in value. But if you deposit here the USDC or USX, actually, you get the EUSX token, which is the one that is growing in value and increase that 3% APY. So this is the token that I expect to get more APY over time, as they should be with other calculator studies. You can expect much better APY. But I want to mention, which is really important, that there is not lock time. So actually, if you deposit here, you can unlock anytime, which is so important. So that's it. This is how you can farm easily Solstice and earn this potential airdrop. I expect it to be a pretty decent one, like 4 or 5 figures so far if you get a good rank. So might be a good moment to start farming is hard because it's been like for a month now. So there's already people, with good positions. But if you didn't start farming it yet, it's your moment right now. Thanks so much for watching. If you want more opportunities like this, subscribe, leave a comment, follow us everywhere, and join our community of yield predators. I will leave you the link in the description to this. Thanks so much for watching and see you in the next one.